Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision channel. So this evening, just before I go to bed, I'm going to have a look at the snippets released by Junior Eurovision on YouTube today of the rehearsals. So let's have a look. So we're going to start off with Portugal. He's got a really great voice. He's bringing the same kind of aesthetics from the music video. I like the kind of vintage montage photography behind him then. Fits with the sound of the song. He really does command that stage, doesn't he? Looks like he's been there for all his life. I mean, these snippets don't really give you much, right? And I mean, that song I always kind of assumed would be simple in its staging. It doesn't need to be coloured up or, boosted with lots of pyro and dancers and things like that. It's his voice that sells it and the authenticity of that song. But yeah, first rehearsal for a young person, sounding very, very good. Watch that song. I think that's going to do really well with the juries. Okay, so now we go to Ireland. Mr. Lawlor, Disappear. He feels that stage quite well. So this is just him. So this is just going to be him on the stage, is it? I do think if you see my kind of top 19 songs, my personal preference songs, that Ireland goes in at number 19. I think it needed something a bit more than just him on the stage, but the staging looks good. There looks like there's a concept there. With him kind of prostrating his arms out, his body naturally fills the stage, because if you've got one person on the stage, obviously the stage can look quite bare, but we don't know the camera angles. I think that's the thing about these first rehearsals. We don't know the camera angles, and that kind of can tighten it up, can't it? It can fixate on the singer and so not show so much of the empty space of the stage. Okay, Kajaia for Malta, my home. I'm expecting good vocals, as Malta delivers that time and time again in adult and junior Eurovision. I like their outfits, good vocals. They've got a concept there. Brought part of the set of the music video onto the stage. Quite like that. I'm a big fan of having an idea from the very, very beginning about how you're going to sell and package your song, and that follow on from the video. So yeah, that kind of hammock thing that she was sitting in comes from the video. Good vocals. Again, there's not really much there to go by, just they've obviously got a concept for the staging. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah. Okay, one of my favourites, Ayana from Netherlands. Well, we knew she was going to be able to sing live anyway, because she won a singing contest to get the ticket for Netherlands, right? They've got the cherry blossoms. Oh, okay, so, sorry, I'm going to pause that. So when I was saying earlier, I like the idea of having a concept and carrying that through to the end from the video up onto the stage. And part of the video, she's looking at pictures, obviously, of loved ones that live far away. Hope to see you soon. The cherry blossoms, I guess, is a nod to her Japanese heritage. I'm looking at the costume that they're wearing, or kind of the outfits that they put them in. That looks Japanese inspired. The fans and the thing behind them, it seems like they've taken Japan as their inspiration for the staging. I'm not too sure about those in the shadows. I think they will look quite good. I think they just need to work on their synchro a little bit. It's slightly distracting. I mean, I can sometimes be not the biggest fan of adding choreo to slow songs, but at Junior Eurovision, it's part and parcel of Junior Eurovision. I'm not offended so much. There was some neat choreo near the end there, tight choreo. Okay. I like stages with concepts, and they've obviously, as I said, been inspired by her Japanese heritage. Okay, I'm not concerned, but I didn't say anything that wowed me either. Okay, Pauline, Imagine Us. One of the most catchiest choruses this year. Oh yeah, when I watched this, I couldn't quite work out I've got basic German. I couldn't really work out what she was singing about. Her vocals have improved dramatically from what I saw in that video. On that stage, she sounded solid. The vocals sounded strong. I wasn't sure about I understand the concept behind in regards to this, the young people taking a stand, being kind of active citizens. I just wasn't a big fan of the actual images. They seemed a bit clip art. So there's just her and 2 backing dancers. Okay, I thought there'd be a bit more to fill up the stage a little bit more, because in the music video there's more of them, and it's almost a song that does require more people there, because it can be at times feeling a bit anthemic, so you want that energy on the stage, which sometimes can be delivered by having multiple bodies on stage. She's got a tough gig, that girl. She's going to be starting. She's going to be first out the gates, song number 1. So she's going to set the tone, set the bar for the whole evening. I think for me, the key thing that I've taken from that is her improved vocals. She's worked evidently really hard since that national final to get this song down. So well done, Pauline. It's sounding good. Right, next. Okay, Elisabetta, one of my favourites, top 10. I'm so interested to see what they do with the staging and what she wears, actually. Oh, I prefer what she's wearing there to the music video. They brought the dancers from the music video. Good vocals. Nice. I like the strobe lighting in the background. It's dark, but also not offensive. I like that colour scheme. Good. Right. That's made me very happy. I like what she's wearing, in the sense of I just wasn't massively keen on what she was wearing in the music video. That's much better. It fits with the backing dancers. I'm glad they brought the backing dancers from the music video, because I think if it was just her with a microphone at a Junior Eurovision, I think it might alienate some online voters. I really like the colour schemes, and as I said, the staging feels dark, but a Junior Eurovision dark, not an offensive dark, and I liked the colour schemes and the cutouts. That's the best one so far for me, staging wise. That's lived up to the song. So I can't wait to kind of see that with the camera angles. Okay, Nico. One of my huge favourites this year. I already love it. So they brought the exactly same colour palette from the music video. They've dressed them in all like this kind of, what era would you say? I'm going to call it an Austin Powers era. I really like the choreo these girls are doing. It's polished and it goes with his quirkiness, but they tighten it up in the sense of they're obviously dancers. I really like the colour palette. They've basically just taken the ideas from the music video, and I've said I really like that to the stage. This is good from like the 2 seconds that I've seen. Those trousers are amazing. I want a pair. Then you got that disco elements to it as well. As I said in my top 19 review, every time I listen to that song, I pick up another layer. I'm not saying it's like a poem or a piece of art. I'm just saying in regards to the music production. That's going to do so well. There's nothing in that that's concerned me at all. I still think that's going straight into a top 5 finish. The song just makes me smile, and the song is about making people smile. So for me, he does the job. I think that's a really, 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 really good song. His dancing is still quirky. unique, which he does in the music video, but they've tightened it up and they've polished it up a little bit, but not polished it too much. They've taken the quirky dances and incorporated it into a choreographed dance. So very good, very clever. Yeah, whoever's the mastermind behind this whole package for him, the song, his voice, the staging, yeah, someone knows what they're doing in Georgia. Okay, so again, if you saw my top 19 video, you'll know that this song, I don't know where to place it. It will all be down to staging, so I need to see this. It just makes you bop, doesn't it? I thought he would be, he can't really dance, can he, if he's doing that falsetto. I saw a snippet of him arriving in Paris, and he was doing the dancing with the backing dancers, so I thought maybe, I don't know, we've obviously only seen a snippet, haven't we? There's nothing in there that's concerned me. I still don't know how that song's going to do. It's the one song that I just don't know. I can't predict where it's going to go. Yeah, the stage looked full. I liked the visuals in the background. It complemented the feel of the song. Yeah, no concerns there. And he's evidently singing that well. So yeah, I think that's safely top 10. Safely, I can't see how that's not top 10. But like I said, it could go higher. I just don't know. I just don't know. Right, Sarah James, Poland. My second favourite song this year. I'm so excited to see this. Already loving that. Loving they're bringing the flowers from the music video. Waiting for you. I love the floor going into the back with the earth. I love the colour scheme. This is all going to be about camera angles, isn't it? You can't judge these clips. You could evidently see, particularly when they were in lined up, there's obviously a lot of close shots of her, which I think do that. She is such a fascinating performer to watch. I said in my top 19 review video, she's like this diamond. I mean, I think she's already such a raw talent, and once it's polished, in 3 or 4 years, she's going to be a star. Camera angles on her, you can see that in the music video. She's got a natural flair, a natural talent about her that does make you captivated in regards to watching her as a performer. Close camera angles. My biggest concern with Poland is it's going on super early, it's going on third, and I don't need to see Armenia's staging to know that that is going to be polished to a T. I don't think that's a phrase, I've just made it up, I'm really tired. I didn't want Poland to be too juvenile in its approach, because I know Armenia won't be. With that said, maybe it's probably quite a good idea to be competitive against Armenia, to be the antithesis of that and go more youthful. Because I think certainly the way that they've picked those dancers, the dancers look young. Their choreo is young choreo. But for me, with the tempo of that song, it's all about making sure she feels comfortable, making sure Sara feels comfortable, and making sure she looks like she's having a good time. If she looks like she's having a good time with that song, we're going to smile with her. She's going to carry us with her. So if she feels comfortable, then that's the most important thing. The dress looked amazing. I prefer the dress on the stage to the music video. Whew, it could have been worse, but I had high expectations for Poland staging. Since they've won twice in recent history, you would assume Poland knows what it's doing with staging. So, any surprises there? Not really. Not really. I was hoping Ireland would give us something a little bit more. I think I'm just wanting a bit more from Ireland. Italy, I think out of all of those, is not the biggest surprise, but I like the song. But that's going to be a song whereby the stage is going to elevate it, I think. And what I saw there makes me very, very happy. And I like the fact that they've all got concepts, and particularly just the last one that we saw there with Sara, there's a good concept there. We just need to see it, don't we, with the camera angles, because it's going to look very different to what we've seen there. So I enjoyed that. It's looking good. It's looking really, really good. I'm excited for Sunday. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Did we have a winner then? Were there any that surprised you in a good way? Any surprised you in a bad way? Although I can't imagine it would. Please let me know below. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please click the notification button so you're informed if and when I do post videos on my YouTube channel. And until next time, stay safe.